safety you got here?
Yeah, I do. I do think there's been some the depth has increased. And we got to continue to keep developing depth because that's the difference between a lot of good teams and great teams. And well, we got a long way to go, but like I said, that's a good thing right now with our depth. And there's some guys, everybody's getting reps, so everybody's kind of getting to show where they are and what they've done this summer and all the work, and so everybody's getting an opportunity. And then we're getting close to having to make some decisions. Who the guys are going to be involved in the game plan. Well, I think it comes from having some guys with some high motors, guys that love to compete. Because if you're a competitor, it's easy to be energized when you have an opportunity to compete, whether you, for whatever reason, But as far as the competitive aspect of it, those guys seem to bring more energy than the guys that aren't competitive because it means so much more to the guys that are more competitive. I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of how he's responded to adversity, how he's picked himself off the mat and fought back and has done what he's needed to do. And I think that there's a whole lot more out there for him than he might realize. But now it's not time to talk about it. Now it's time to go do it. And he's working hard at it. And we expect him to continue to come along and develop himself into a good defensive lineman.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of motivation, but everything is not done yet. So there's still some things on my list that I have to get accomplished, and that this defense and this team by itself have to get accomplished. So with that being said, there's still a long way to go for all of us. Completely different. I'll say there's a lot more hand action down in the trenches than that linebacker. Of course, you need your hands as a linebacker, but for the snap of the ball, any defensive lineman could tell you that your hands are the most important thing in playing the defensive front. I see a lot of growth in our whole defensive front as one. We're like I said, there's not one that stands out more than another. We're all out there working and helping each other and doing what we're asking, doing a little bit of extra. So we're all learning from each other, I would say.